So Marc, of course, we're here in London for the London Marathon this Sunday, your first ever marathon. How are you feeling? Is there any nerves there at all?
Yeah, definitely nervous. It's just one of those things, what comes with racing, and especially now up to a marathon distance. A lot can go wrong, but also hopefully Sunday a lot can go right. So yeah, definitely nervous, but excited as well.
And is this something that you were hoping to do earlier, or do you think this has come about at the right time?
Earlier, maybe we say the back end of last year, so not too much earlier. Just didn't quite have enough time for a couple of races I was targeting at the back end of 2023. But I'm glad to be making this my debut here in London, and I think there probably isn't much better to be able to do it.
And to be doing that debut here in London, such a big marathon to be doing your debut at, how is that to be right here?
Yeah, I think it's just going to help even more, just with the crowds being a home favourite with Emil and Callum and people like that. I feel we'll just get a lot more support and cheering on the course. So yeah, hopefully that'll bring us along as well.
And you've been training out in Kenya. How has that been? How have your preparations kind of been in the lead up to this?
Yeah, I'm here on the start line, so that's the main thing. Happy, healthy. But yeah, Kenya went really well. Just running some of the biggest miles I've ever run in the past. Getting up towards 120, 130 miles now, which has been something I struggled to do in the past. But yeah, just been to Kenya, start of the year, and then had a couple of weeks in Portugal just for a bit of warmer weather when the weather wasn't so nice in the UK.
And being out there in Kenya compared to the UK, I can imagine that's quite a bit of a change for you, is it?
Yeah, it's a massive change, and every time I go there it gets a little bit easier. It is a struggle at times, just it's so different in terms of the weather and just the whole environment, the terrain, the food. It's little things like that, and even just things like drinking the water. You've got to be careful with everything you're doing just to make sure you're not getting sick and you can really maximise training.
And what does an average training week look like for you then, especially in the run up to this marathon? How many kind of kilometres, miles are you doing a week?
Yeah, so I've maxed out about 130 on this block, and that will include a couple of steady runs in the week, a long run, and then 2 sessions. So a lot of the time, like double sessions on a Tuesday and coming back with a quicker track session like on a Friday, easy long run Sunday, and then just some steady runs in between. I'm now working under the guidance of Chris Jones, which is new from January. So it's just been getting used to his system and the way he likes to work, and it seems to have gone well. Like I said earlier, I'm healthy. I'm going to be, and I know when I'm on the start line, I'm usually competitive as well.
And looking forward ahead to Sunday then, have you got a mindset kind of plan going in there, or is it just to enjoy your debut?
Yeah, well, ultimately we've got 2 places on the Olympic team still up for grabs, so the plan is to get one of them, and to do so I need to run under the qualifying time, 2:08:10. The way things have gone, I think that's attainable. Just hope things go right on the day, and yeah, like I said, just be competitive with the group, and hopefully things are feeling good towards the back end of the race, and we can hopefully be on for the time, and then as far under as we can get, then anywhere into the 2:7s I'd be delighted with.
And it's a strong field as well that we're seeing on Sunday, and it's quite good to see a lot of the Brits as well joining you alongside you.
Exactly, yeah. They always assemble a good field here in London, and I think the added incentive is that obviously it's an Olympic year, so it's kind of like an unofficial Olympic trial, with 3-4 of us going for 2 spots. So that will obviously make it a lot more exciting on race day as well.
And you're pretty well known on the track as well. You're obviously, this is your debut, but you've done quite a lot of track, especially back in 2022, for example. Is that something you're still looking at and focusing on, or is it focusing more on these long runs now?
Yeah, I've committed 100% to the road season at the minute. Let's say Sunday doesn't go as planned, I feel I'm only 30, I can go back to the track and do that stuff if I need to. But yeah, I've, like I said, committed to the track, the roads now, and hopefully we can just, have a good debut and then plan the next one. Hopefully it'll be Paris.
And last question from me, you did the London mini marathon, am I right in saying that?
Correct.
How important do you think that is for young athletes at this stage, still doing it?
Yeah, I think it's great. Obviously just experienced the last 3 miles of the course, and the crowds are crazy out there and stuff. They pull some good crowds together for the mini marathon, and I think it's just good even for some of the kids to get out and race like for their counties and things against all the other best guys in the country over the roads, which they don't get to do a lot. Obviously, they do it on the cross country and the track with English schools, but yeah, I think it's good to open up their eyes to the road racing, and it's something I did as a junior, and I felt like I had a good success from. So hopefully, yeah, it could lead someone to think, yeah, I want to do London Marathon in the future.